At this time, I'd like to invite Krista Horrocks to come up. Oh, she's over there. And say a few words. Her brother Mick is with her as well.
I'd like to start off by saying, go Rams. Thank you all for being here on this very meaningful day. On behalf of the entire horrocks family, I would like to thank the students, faculty, and administration of West Chester University for their support of this memorial. I would like to express our gratitude to President Weisenheim, Athletic Director Ed Matakovic, and lastly, my dad's teammates, especially John Menino and Tom Schaefer. All of these people, through their devotion and tenacity, have ensured a lasting tribute that will stand as a symbol of unity and pride for our community and our country. Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. Many of you who have seen the film The Sandlot know this is a pivotal moment in this heartwarming film about a group of young boys that spend the summer playing baseball and learning many of life's lessons together. This movie is one of my dad's favorites, and we would watch it frequently together. I can still remember him quoting that hero line, half serious and half joking, with that little grin he always wore, all the while trying to inspire my younger brother Mick or myself to try something new or difficult. I sat enamored watching these boys play baseball, snuggled in my father's arms, never really understanding the importance of this message until many years after the loss of my dad. I never knew that in many ways this would become the story of his life. The definition of a hero is a man of distinguished courage or ability, admired for his brave deeds and noble qualities. I always knew my dad was a hero, not because of the way he died, but because of the way he lived. He seized every day, bright and early, so he did not let 1 minute pass him by. He was always smiling and willing to lend a hand. He laughed often and loved deeply. To quote my Uncle Bill, "Your dad knew that life was a journey, and you had to enjoy the ride. He lived his life to the fullest and enriched everyone that he came into contact with. Your dad laughed a lot, loved a lot, and treated every day as a gift." My dad will long be remembered for his bravery and courage on the football field, his time spent in the Marine Corps, and for the events that occurred on September 11, 2001. There is no doubt in my mind that my dad is a hero, but he is so much more than that. A legend is defined as a story handed down by tradition from earlier times and popularly accepted as a historical fact. A legend becomes a story, a collection of stories about an admirable person. A legend is how our heroes live forever. I greatly enjoy talking to my father's family, teammates, comrades, and friends. These stories are my father's legends. When I hear the stories, it's as if I'm growing up in Mimi and Pop's beach house with my uncles Bill and Chris and Aunt Debbie. Then I moved to West Chester University to play football for the Golden Rams, and later I went to fly for the United States Marine Corps. I love learning about my dad. These stories keep him alive in my mind. In my mind, I have an image of my dad, and it seems like my memories are always foggy, as if I'm seeing them through the fogged-up window of a car after a long rain. When I hear these stories of his life through family, friends, and teammates, it's as though this fog seems to vanish, and I have the ability to see my father vibrantly. I have seen my father through his legends as someone who is a leader, exemplified through the 1983 victory over the University of Delaware. I have heard stories of his modesty and humble nature, stories of his quiet strength. This strength and modesty has earned the respect of my dad's teammates, which is evident here today. I have listened, enthralled by the many tales of his calm nature, and I have been enchanted by the stories of his practical jokes and his penchant for laughter. His legend is one of leadership, integrity, strength of character, modesty, and laughter. Those of you who knew him, tell his story. Let the future students of West Chester University become inspired by his legend, as he inspired you in life. Always remember, legends never die. Today we honor my father, but we also honor his team, because I know that's how my dad would have wanted it. Every time the Westchester University football players come down this hill, pass by this place, they will be reminded of his legend, his strength, and the qualities that make him and the football players of Westchester University unique and legendary. My father loved to play football, and he loved the men whom he played this game with. These men were his friends, his guardians, his brothers. They laughed together, fought together, and formed a bond which cannot be broken. They, my dad's teammates, have created their own legend here today. In erecting this memorial, his teammates have ensured that my father and his legend will remain forever embedded in the fabric of the football tradition here at Westchester University. He will continue to lead, motivate, and inspire through this memorial and through each one of them. Michael Robert Horrocks will always be remembered as a hero, but he will never die because his teammates have created him into a legend. Just as the group of boys in the Sandlot bonded on the baseball field, playing a game and learning life lessons, so did my father and his team. They are all heroes in my mind, and their story of devotion and honor to their leader, their quarterback, their brother, will be their legend. I hope after hearing this story today, you will think about what your legend will be. My father loved the game, he respected the game, and he loved and respected the men with whom he played it. Today I would like to thank you, his teammates, for returning that love and respect on his behalf. I would like to thank you for being part of his legend.